England comfortable winners, man. 3-0. Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah, well, it didn't look like that after the first 30 minutes.
No, you know what? Even after the first 30 minutes, they had that. There was a chance that Senegal had that I was thinking, suppose they had Mane, would he have put that away? You know what I mean? But I thought after that, you know, I don't know about you, but I was watching the game and I kept thinking to myself, if England just speed it up a bit, if they just speed it up a bit, they're going to be all right. We're gonna get a couple of goals there, and they did speed. Jude Bellingham picks it up, speeds it up, drives, creates, and then we're up and running. And as soon as that first goal went in, I mean, I think we could have scored more.
Yeah.
I think it was just a bit of management where it's like, let's no one get injured, no one gets yellow cards, and just finish the game. You know what I mean?
Make the subs.
Yeah, it was the right intelligent thing to do. So it was a very comfortable win, a very good win for England as well. You know, so
I'm gonna Jude Bellingham, man. This kid, you know, I predicted before the tournament that he was going to announce himself and sort of assert himself and say, listen, I'm here to play. Seeing him in the flesh now, quite like obviously in all England's games, big specimen of a young man, you know, strong, powerful. But he was just everywhere, you know, like someone said to me out there, if you need him to defend, he can do that. If you need him to drive forward, he can do that. He's just showing such a calm head. And actually, to stand a chance of beating France, there's a few things that we need to do. One of them is we need him right at it as well.
He has to be right at it, and he was right at it today. And like you said, I was sat next to A-Man, he's our driver over here, and I said to him, I go, do you know Jude Bellingham's only 19? And he said, 19? I said, he's only 19. He couldn't believe it, you know what I mean? This kid's unbelievable, man, unbelievable. And he was the driving force.
He was.
And he just, because I kept thinking to myself, when are England just going to just quicken it up a bit?
Yeah.
We'll dispatch these guys, quicken it up. As soon as he sort of took the initiative, bang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was in that first.
Also, sorry, Flex. You know what? I'm going to Henderson as well.
I was just about to say that. He's been brilliant.
In midfield. Yeah, he also in midfield was excellent. And it was them two were the catalyst for me. Very good match.
Good match. And he's someone who gets, you know,
French, look.
France, exactly. He's someone who gets criticised.
I support Senegal.
Oh, okay.
He's a French fan, so no wonder he's supporting Senegal.
Yeah.
We're coming for you, I'll tell you that. Coming for you, you stay there.
Henderson's someone who gets a lot of stick as well, you know, in terms of this is why he's out coming to the end and all that. But Gareth Southgate, again, you can't question it. He got it right again.
He got it right. He got it right again because, you know, I thought Henderson was excellent. He got it right again. He started Saka.
He scored.
A lot of people saying start Rashford. No. Saka scored again. I think Saka starts before Rashford because he's capable of picking the ball up and driving at players, taking people on. Whereas I think Rashford's more of a guy that he sort of kick the ball past you and try and run at speed. I think that's why Saka gets in, and Saka again, another goal.
Especially from the right.
That's 3 in the tournament, man. He's on for the golden boot right now. He's doing all right, you know what I mean? So,
what we got to do to beat
Foden
France?
Was good as well.
Yeah, he was involved in the goal. That's why he has to play on France now, though, man. Because listen, there's some guys out there, you know what it's like after you just won. Yeah, man, France. All we got to do is stop Mbappe, man.
It's not just
it's
Mbappe,
not easy, man.
It's very important. I in all the games I've seen so far with France, and I've been at a couple of them, he's the difference maker. Mbappe, he's the guy who can make something happen out of nothing. He's the guy who can cross in for Giroud. He can beat players. I am still a little bit worried about how we're going to do with him. I think Walker...
He's got to do it, man.
Walker can do a job on him, you know what I mean? Because he's quick and he's strong.
Do you think we should go to a back five? Some people were suggesting bring in Trippier. Kyle Walker goes as a right wing.
No, I don't, actually, because also what I want to say is that we've got threats that can hurt them as well. And if we start getting into...
wing back and all that,
if we start getting into that mode where we're more scared of them, right, then, you know, it's an even game.
Yeah.
It's an even, I'm telling you.
I say match him up and say, Kyle Walker, you know what? 1-for-1 with Mbappe. Right, I'm going to lock you down. Luke Shaw, 1-for-1 with Dembele. Right, win your battles. And then we can get Saka involved. Then we can get Foden involved. Then we get Kane involved.
You've got a good, dynamic players in midfield, in Bellingham and, you know, Declan Rice, who can help you out. Right, win your battles. And Harry Maguire today, I thought he was a bit sloppy at times.
He was awful in the first 30 minutes. He was the one giving the ball away. That nearly made them score a couple of times.
So he's going to have to get on his game as well. But listen, I don't want us in that game going into it scared.
Yeah, negative.
Mbappe, we got a good 5 at the back. No, let's impose our game because look how many goals England have scored in this tournament. They must be the top goal scorers in the tournament right now. You know what I mean? Another 3 tonight unanswered. So, you know, France will be fearful of that. And France are beatable. France are beatable in this tournament. So if we adopt that attitude, and like you said, we win our battles, of course we can beat France, but it's going to be a really tough game.
Someone else said to me out there, if we beat France, they feel that we will go all the way. Because if you could beat them, you know, they're looking at, like you said, Spain ain't that great, Portugal ain't that great, and then there was like Brazil, Argentina, they just think we'll get to the final and beat them. Obviously, you know, that's what they think.
It's easy.
There's a lot of teams there to beat.
To win a World Cup, you're going to have to beat great teams.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
And it's a difficult run.
You know, exactly.
France, Spain or Portugal, and then Brazil, Argentina. Don't get come much harder than that,
But
does
listen,
it?
we've watched like all the teams. Between the two of us, we've watched all the teams in the flesh. I'm telling you, there is nothing in it, man. There's nothing in it between England, France, Argentina, even Brazil. There's nothing in it. I've seen Brazil struggle to break down teams. I've seen Argentina last night. You know, they struggled for about the first half an hour or so before Messi turned up. I've seen Portugal struggle. I've seen Spain struggle and get beat the other night by Japan, right? There's nothing in it. It's who's going to be brave enough. It's who's going to step up. They can be the team that can win this World Cup. It's not going to be easy because it's so evenly matched. There'll be no surprise if England beat France, and no surprise if France beat England. It's so evenly matched. But
that's why you got to go for it. If you lose by a bit of magic by Mbappe, or you know he does something, or is an awkward penalty, and you can understand it. But what we can't legislate for, what we can't understand, like you said, I 100% agree, is going in with this mentality of inferiority. You know what I mean? Like they've got this, they've got that. No, but we've got Saka. You know, we've got Foden, we've got Bellingham, we've got Kane.
Players we can bring off the bench today.
Stacked. When I see Saka and Foden going off, and I see flipping Grealish and Rashford coming on. You know what I mean?
Mason Mount. These are the players. These are top quality players we're bringing on. Phillips. Right. It's the only thing that worries me, the defence. Was even then when we're bringing on. You know, players, they're not of the same.
And you know what?
But
not just the defence. This is another thing what we can't do against France. This slow starting, man. You know what I mean? Because we eat Wales first half. Same thing. I know we eventually get there, which is fine. You know, today, first half an hour, we could have been 1-0 down.
The only thing
we could have been 1-0 down. If we start slow like that against France, you can't do that.
It has been too slow, but the only thing I'll say in England's defence is that I've seen Argentina start slow. I've seen Brazil start slow. Right, even France today, it was a slowish start by them. When they played Denmark, they started a bit slow as well.
But it's against the teams though, like against the other good team, like if France against it. Like them, they were against teams that I feel like they all should have beaten, so the quality can the same with England. Wales start slow, you'll be alright. Senegal starts slow. Start slow against someone wicked. I don't think. And same like France, they can't start slow because we could do it to them.
And then also the other thing about England is we're yet to see England in a game go a goal down.
Exactly.
Right, where you know where now you're going to have to chase that and try and get that goal back, or try and get, you know, I mean, we've not seen England do that yet, and that is also going to be another question that's going to need to be answered, right? So, you know, there's still lots of questions to be answered, but
same team again.
Same team
exactly
again.
The same team.
What, 3-0?
Trying to think. There's no change. Yeah. Exactly
same
team again.
I wouldn't make any. I wouldn't make any changes. I think that the France team can be got at. Why change it? Why change it? And there's a lot in reserve if it ain't going right. So I liked Foden in there. He's dynamic.
It don't really matter where he plays. If he plays on the left, or if he plays in a 10, plays on the right.
Yeah, Foden and Saka, they're threats. You know what I mean? They're serious threats, and they can get the ball to Harry Kane. And you know, that was a good finish by Kane today.
Wicked finish.
Never in
doubt. And that's where we need him. Do you know what I mean? On the end of chances, in the box, where you just take one touch, don't think about it, hit.
Yeah. Because in a lot of games he's been too deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but today, you know what I mean, he was playing more central. Should have scored more. Should have scored the one that Saka cut back to him as well.
And Rashford as well.
Yeah, it bodes well, man. It bodes well. And I think this is even. Make no mistake about it. This is even, right? Anybody could win that game. I don't want England to go into that game scared of France. Do not be scared of France. Go in there, respect France, respect Mbappe, but also make them have to respect us, because we've, you know, look at what we've been doing. Look what we've been doing so far in the tournament. So why not?
Lastly, who was the man of the match?
Man in the match to me has got to go to Saka, and I'm only
exactly. You'd love that. You'd love that, but it weren't.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Bellingham. I thought, you know, yet again, you know, the guy, 19.
He's taking the piss, man.
No, he's taking a mick, man. I thought Henderson was good, but 19 what this guy's doing in midfield. He's going to be very, very important against France. Going to be interesting to see him up against that Tukamani, you know what I mean, and players like that. But 19, definitely my man in the match today. He was brilliant.
Bellingham's the truth, man. All the hype about him, yeah.
truth.
It's real. Bellingham's the truth.
The truth.